I'm Dan O'Day. Almost everyone in radio agrees on the value of localization, but I disagree with the way some programmers define local. Once I witnessed a graphic, ghastly presentation of this misguided definition at a station staff meeting. The program director was addressing his troops, who sat nervously as the PD picked up a marking pen and purposefully approached a whiteboard. The PD drew a large circle on the board, pointed to it, and announced to the staff, "This," indicating the interior of the circle, "is our total service area. This is where our audience lives. If something happens inside this circle, you can talk about it on the air. If it happens outside the circle, you may not talk about it because we are a local radio station." That particular program director defined local as occurring within our market. With all due respect, the guy was misguided. Local means anything that is of interest to your listeners. Here, I'll give you an example that I experienced more directly. For 15 years, I wrote and published a radio comedy service called O-Liners. One of the regular features of this service was our O-Calendar, which featured interesting offbeat items that happened on this day in history. One day, I received a phone call from a subscriber in Texas complaining about a calendar item that had appeared in that month's issue. The item concerned an event that had occurred in Massachusetts in 1919. A factory exploded. It was a molasses factory, and an entire community was swept away in a 2.3 million gallon, 30-foot tidal wave of molasses. What a striking image that creates in the listener's mind. Well, this program director was upset. As he put it, people in Texas don't care about something that happened in Massachusetts. I think he missed the point. I wasn't offended that he dared to criticize something I had published. I realized that not every item I printed was right for every subscriber. In fact, if you subscribe to any kind of show prep service and you can use as much as 20% of each issue, you're getting real value for your money. But if this guy couldn't use the image of 2.3 million gallons in a 30-foot tidal wave of molasses to create a vibrant, compelling image in his listeners' minds, then I had to wonder if he really had chosen the right profession. Local is anything that is of interest to your listeners. If your listeners already are talking about it, or if you can talk about it in a way that interests and involves them, then it's local. If you could talk about it at the corner bar or at the dinner table or around the coffee machine at work, it's local. We all live in one huge global community. Not everything that happens within that community is local. Neither is everything that happens within your primary coverage area or your total service area. But if you can present a topic, any topic, in a manner that causes your audience to listen, then it's local. If they care, or if you can make them care, it's local. I'm Dan O'Day.
DanO'Day.com.
Digital
Alignment parts.
synchronize.